Hi guys, I will not be doing the siren call because all y'all just gonna flock over here. I just got some disturbing news. And mind you, after I decided to be positive, this is what happens, right? So, yesterday I made a video, being objective, but still kind of praising EA for their latest pack. Huh? Hobbies and business, whatever they want to call it, rip off of The Sims 2 and 3 without it having any of the real life depth that The Sims 2 and 3 had. Maybe just 2 and 3 extra features that the other games don't have, so that Sims 4 players can go off on a tangent about how great The Sims 4 is. Now, so I'm gonna be angry here, because I am. And if you're one of those people who don't like negativity, you could just back up now. Back up now. Because anybody glazing EA in the comments, don't play with me today. Do not. So, right now we are going to be toggling between two websites, YouTube and Tumblr. Right? Okay. This is BB Pixel. She's a Sims 2 creator. Okay. Amazing Sims 2 creator. Speaks nothing but facts. If you feel like subscribing to her, go ahead. So I was on my phone today on YouTube and I saw her this text right here. Now that EA is cracking down on the functional versions of The Sims 2 we have enjoyed for many years, they better double their efforts to fix the broken Legacy Edition. If not, players will always find alternative means to get a better game experience. You know what she means by that, because she can't actually say that because she might get a strike for promoting um free 99 activities. Piracy, okay? This person right here is Captain Osa. I say captain as in, what Jack Sparrow says, he's the captain of the ship. He is a captain, okay? Captain of Piracy, okay? He has the starter pack version of The Sims 2. The, the one that I might have linked in a prior video, who knows, right? And apparently, EA thought, let's send some copyright strikes and get those versions taken down because our game should be the only version of the game available. Damn. EA, don't piss me off. Now, truth time. OSAB gave us a touch up where we could add some of the EA version additives onto the game. I tried it and my game is consistently crashing. I'll be in create a sim for no longer than 4 minutes and my game is consistently crashing. But I wasn't going to talk about it because I was giving OSAB and the other captains like Anadias and such, time to fix out the glitches or tell us what to do to fix it, Because I just didn't think I wanted to give EA any of my money. Now they're every week coming out with new patch notes about what they're gonna fix about a game that they decided to release that's thousands of years old at this point and is literally abandonware. Now, this could have always happened because people can't even make videos about where to get this game for the free 99 without it getting taken down by YouTube. I am one of those people. I made a video about where you could get it and slight instructions about how you could do it. I did. I tried my hardest to make the screen not that readable for AI, but enough for you guys to get the gist. I even had code words. Like, this, when I say this, I mean that. Like, all of that. I tried my hardest to make that video for you guys. I even had a thumbnail that I liked. I really liked the video. I worked really hard on it to give that to you guys. Because I have people that ask me how am I playing The Sims 2 before the Legacy Edition came out. But EA gave me a copyright. I can't remember if it was a channel strike or a copyright strike. One of those, this video has been removed or put on private because I'm not allowed. I literally got one of those. I was so scared. I hadn't even gotten to 1,000 subscribers at the time. I was so scared because I thought to myself, wow, I don't want, EA to hurt my channel. So I just removed it and let it go. I didn't even do any community post about where you could find the video alternatively. I was just too scared. I know other people have done that where they're like, okay, just go here to find my video on it, which maybe in the future I'll do. But yeah, so I know what this feels like, to have EA bother you over something that they don't even care about. Now, I know you could say, but they care now. No, they don't. It is a cash grab. No matter how many people cyber slurp The Sims 4, there is still a lot of love for the older games. That's why they cared enough to almost break The Sims 3 by putting in their own version of the Intel Adler Lake patch. What they probably did was steal Lazy Duchess's mod cheat codes and put it into the game to allow it to be played for newer processes. Yes, I'm using those words now because EA, you got some nerve. You got some nerve. I saw a few creators like Lazy Duchess and the person who made the shadow fix, Simnovke, right? They were doing a bunch of breakdowns about how EA may have added in that fix, because they were talking about how much stuff they fixed in the new legacy version and how there's no more pink soup and the shadows are correct and create a sim is not too bright anymore. And Lazy Duchess and Simnovke allude to the fact that it seems like they just did what the modders did. Who are the pirates now, EA? Who are the pirates now? We say things like they're holding this game together, or they're trying to fix it, or they're doing it like duct tape. We don't say that they've completely fixed the game, because they haven't. You guys have the code. Why can't y'all fix the game? Why do you have to use our duct taping methods and then just recolor it or transmorgify it so it doesn't look like duct tape? But it is duct tape, because we're still having the same issues and sometimes even worse issues. And to be fair, when you guys released the game for free 10 years ago, you guys did not advertise it well. Because so many people, including me, didn't even know that we all got emails saying that The Sims 2 was out for free, or we all would have gotten it. But nah, you just set it under the quiet, maybe one little tiny ad here and there. You just did that under the quiet. Right? Right? Okay. So EA is money hungry. They don't care. They're not creative. That's why they use y'all. They use the players. They use the EA creators. And they use the modders of each iteration of the game. Of each iteration of the game. Now, I know you're like, you sound so upset. It doesn't matter. Somebody else will give us another website to find the community versions of the game. It'll be fine. I understand. I understand that. I technically still have the game on my computer for the free skin. But there are a bunch of people who are getting a new computer soon and didn't back up the download files. And so until Captain Osab finds a new place to go, they're just, out of luck. SOL for real. I wanted to talk about negativity and how people love to throw tiny shade. And I say tiny shade because I know they're not trying to be rude, but they like to appeal to people's activity. I'm not going to complain about The Sims 4. I'm not going to complain about EA. I'm just going to enjoy it. I've heard things like not everybody wants to get a pirated version of the game or whatever that means. Look, I was happy that y'all had options. For those of y'all who were scared of viruses and just didn't trust that something unofficial could be used, I was happy that those of y'all with that sort of staunch moral compass had a way for you to get your game the right way, for lack of a better term. Right? I was happy for y'all because I'm a Christian. So I understand having some sort of moral backbone and being like, it might be easier that way, but it's not right to me, and I just feel like I shouldn't do this, and da-da-da-da. Even though EA has shown again and again and again and again and again, that maybe we should hurt their pockets so they'll actually care and do the work. Whatever. If y'all want to pay them for their stuff, then do that. Nobody's mad at you for that. But what I don't like is that people made it seem like people who were upset at this, like, wow, they can't, y'all were begging for them to re-release the game and they finally have, and y'all complaining because this version of EA, and mind you, every version of EA has their pitfalls because every version of the game has its faults, has its bugs, has its glitches, has its crashes, right? But this new version of EA has shown that they do even less than in prior iterations of the game to really fix it. They are the kings and queens of putting duct tape over something and then being like, huh? Like I said before, it is now a part of the get ready with me routine of Sims 4 players that every time this game updates itself or puts out a patch to fix the game, that they have to remove all the mods out of their mods folder, wait for certain modders to update their stuff, and then put everything in one by one so their game starts again. They literally have to do spring cleaning every 2 months in The Sims 4 or less. The other game players, Sims 2 and 3 and 1 people, we don't have to do that, and we don't want to start. Yes, I thought it was interesting when The Sims 3 decided to give a patch update for The Sims 3. And yes, I was happy for you people when they decided to put out The Sims 2. But one thing I was not gonna be was naive. When we said that it was gonna break down, we meant it. So for those of y'all who the game's working for you great now, good. I hope it stays that way. I'm not gonna play any ill will on y'all. But please stop with the little flimsy, stop complaining, and I'm not gonna complain, and everybody doesn't want stuff for the community, for the free ski. Some of us want it legit. Who cares? That game is literally abandonware, and they decided to take it out of that category and now are systematically trying to shut down the captains. What is this, One Piece? Is EA the Marines? Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. This is a free platform where we can say whatever we want as long as we're not being rude. Stop policing people who complain about EA, because EA consistently shows that they need to be held accountable. Your EA creators are not going to hold them accountable enough. And I say enough because I know a few of them might say a persnickety line or a shady line here or there, which is why you love them. Oh, I love this person. They keep it real with EA because they're something a little bit. They'll never say as much as the people who are not EA creators. They'll never do that. But at least they'll say something, right? Bare minimum, again. I don't need to be an EA creator. I don't need that. I don't need that. I have videos coming up where I am playing The Sims 4. I'm just going to tell you now, I have the community version by Captain Anna, last name Diaz. I have to say it like that because if you say things too succinctly, niggas want to copyright strike your channel. I have the high seas version of the game. And I will say it proudly. I didn't spend 1 red cent, and you know how much of the packs I have? All of them. All of them, and my game starts. And mind you, I was going to be nice. I have a whole video queued up about The Sims 4 and what I like. Luckily, that video is just about the community, meaning you guys, the players, what I like about y'all. Which after this video, you guys might need, because you might think I hate y'all. I don't. I just really don't like hypocrisy. I just really don't like hypocrisy. Just letting you guys know, there will be some Sims 4 videos coming out on this channel. And I will not start glazing EA. It'll still always be Sims 4 could never, even though I'm gonna start playing it. You know, you guys know I'm only playing it for the mods and the CC. You guys know that's why I'm playing it. And I explain further on why I'm playing it, and really I'm just playing it to better my playing in The Sims 2 and 3, to be fair. But I had to make this video and I had to get out my frustrations because y'all need to stop policing people who complain about EA. Stop. If you don't like it, dip out. People who are shaded to EA already have a reputation. So you know what channels to avoid. You know what videos to not watch. Let's say you like my videos but you don't like when I talk about EA. Fine, you have over hundreds of videos to watch otherwise. I get it. You don't want negativity. It bothers you. It drags down your day. I understand. What I don't care about though, what I don't care about is glazing EA just to be positive. A broken clock is right twice a day. Just because EA has a point here and there doesn't mean anything to me. How dare they reach out to the captains of our community and tell them to take down the community versions? Absolutely not. We told y'all this was gonna happen. I might not have said it explicitly because I was trying to be more positive because I thought people was gonna roast me. I don't care anymore. Roast me all you want. We're being real. I'm gonna post a positive video about the Sims 4 community, and I want to reiterate, it's about the players, not about the company, not about EA. EA is basura, pavo, baka, trash. I don't care about them at all. I don't care about the people who are working there who, even if they have a heart, can't seem to do anything worthwhile. I don't need them to be bullied. I'm not bullying anybody. But the big wigs need to have some common sense. How can you try to get the community versions taken down when your game isn't perfect? Well, if we get rid of this, then they should flock to our version. We'll make so much money. We'll finally get the Sims 2 players on our side. Never! You get a few netizens who have rose-colored glasses on and are toxically positive. You're not gonna get everybody. Most people have been laughing at you the second this was done, and when everybody started getting all the crushes and pink soup, we're laughing and laughing and laughing in stitches. EA, we see right through you. We're not Sims 4 players. We are Sims 3 and 2 and beyond players. People who play those two games mostly see through EA. See through it. And before you say Sims 2 and 3 had their issues too, we know that. Unlike Sims 4 players, we can talk about the issues we have, but we still have the superior games, and y'all are not going to complain with me about that. You're not going to play with me about that. Please don't. The people who made The Sims 3 were removed when EA decided to make The Sims 4. So I can complain about EA all day and play Sims 3. Nobody can come to me and say, why do you play the game if you hate it? Nope. The people who put their blood, sweat, and tears into my game aren't there anymore. So I can say whatever I want. There's no hypocrisy here. In any case, alright, I'm not sure if Pirate King Anadias' version has been removed. I don't know, and I'm not going to go on the website to find out lest my channel be deleted. But check for Captain Anadias and please let me know down below if you're still able to get a community version, a high seas version of the game. I do apologize for shouting, and I apologize for how this must make you feel. But I do not apologize for the message or being the messenger. Okay. Also a warning, I will be having some Sims 4 videos coming out. I will. But don't worry, my version will always be high seas and will always be fully modded. It will never look like the regular game because EA can kick rocks. Thank you so much for watching, guys. And goodbye. Sue.